Yo, what's good, fam? Welcome back to StreetScope Media, where we don't just talk about what happened, but why it happened. Today's story is heavy, and it's about Tory Lanez. More specifically, the interview he did, and why many people believe it made his situation 100 times worse. So, boom! For a long time, Tory Lanez stayed mostly silent about the allegations involving Megan Thee Stallion. While accusations were flying, narratives were being built, and public opinion was forming, Tory didn't fully speak out. And that silence, that's where a lot of damage happened. Because when serious allegations are being discussed publicly, and only one side is consistently speaking, the silence from the other side doesn't come off as strategy. It comes off as guilt to a lot of people. Fast forward to now, after court proceedings, after the internet already made up its mind, Tory decides to do an interview and explain his side. And that timing is what people are criticizing.
Tonight, rapper Tory Lanez breaking his silence in his first ever broadcast interview from behind bars, since being found guilty of shooting Grammy winner Megan Thee Stallion in the foot outside a party in 2020.
I've never been violent towards a woman. I would never hit a woman, let alone shoot a woman.
Lanez, whose real name is Daystar Peterson, spoke to NBC News from California Men's Colony, a prison where he's 3 years into a 10-year sentence after being found guilty on 3 felony counts, including assault with a semi-automatic firearm.
There is definitely a very big misconception about me that seems to the public as I'm this monster. And I feel like I was catapulted into this poster child for the unprotection of Black women. And it's just so unlike me. And I've never really had a chance to express that. But you can look at my criminal record. I don't have one. I never had one. And I feel like, that connotation that I would do anything of this monstrous proportion is completely incorrect and it's wrong.
Lanez declined to testify during his 2022 trial. Do you regret not taking the stand?
I think if I would have taken the stand, the verdict would have definitely been very different.
The rapper's legal team filed an appeal, which was denied in November. But his team is continuing to fight, with plans to file multiple appeals next week, this time with the California Supreme Court, in one claiming newly discovered evidence that they weren't provided during Lanez's 2022 trial, including hundreds of pages of medical records for Megan Thee Stallion, whose real name is Megan Pete, which they allege raise questions about the fragments removed from her foot after surgery. His team argues that the fragments were not provided ahead of trial and that this was a violation of due process.
A lot of folks are saying, why now? Why not speak clearly when the allegations first came out? Why wait until after the damage is already done? Because at this point, the interview doesn't feel like clarification. It feels like reaction. It feels like someone trying to reframe a story that's already been written. And here's where it made things worse. Instead of focusing on accountability or reflection, many viewers felt Tory was trying to defend himself after the court of public opinion had already moved on. That reopened wounds. That reignited debates. That brought even more scrutiny. In situations like this, timing is everything. Speaking too late can be just as damaging as not speaking at all. And to make it worse, now people are questioning credibility. Not just what he's saying, but why he waited to say it. Because when you stay quiet during the most critical moments, then decide to speak when the consequences are already in place, it makes people doubt the intention. This isn't about whether someone deserves to tell their side. Everyone does. It's about when you tell it. And that's why many believe this interview didn't help Tory's situation. It amplified the criticism. Not legally, but socially, culturally, and reputationally.
Okay, so Tory Lanez did another interview live from jail. It's too late. I don't know why he keeps doing this. He's being the person he should have been during the whole trial. The fact that he said there's this connotation that I have this hate for Megan Thee Stallion. Connotation, there's evidence. You paid off bloggers. You made rap songs. You denied it. You tried to gaslight her. Now he's got on his corporate voice. And I just want people to know that I've never, ever wanted to hurt anybody. It's just like, we saw somebody, you punch somebody outside of a concert. You're a violent person. You had the weapon on you. What are you talking about? He's talking about, I want to talk to her in person. She don't want to talk to you. She has text evidence of you harassing her. It was in the documentary. He's trying to gaslight all of us, like we didn't watch this whole. This is one of the biggest cases in the past couple of years. We know all the things that happened.
The lesson here is simple, but it's tough. Silence isn't always strategy, and timing can make or break your truth. So I gotta ask y'all, should Tory have spoken up earlier? Did waiting make his side harder to believe? Or was the public already locked into one narrative no matter what? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Keep it respectful. This is StreetScope Media. Real news, real talk. Stay locked in, and I'll catch y'all on the next story.